All right, this is Hell's Bells by AC/DC. Okay, that's our first main riff from the intro. So we're gonna have the open A bass note. We're gonna have 9th fret of the G string. And we're gonna have the 7s barred on the D and the G string. So we're gonna have open, then 9, 7, 7, going D to G. So, and then we're going D string 7 to the open A bass again. Now we're going to take the first finger down to the 5s here, and we're going to go G5 to D to open A. So it's, and then we're coming back up to the 7s. We're going to go 7 on the G, 7 on the D, and then open, open on the A again. And that one rings into the new measure, which kind of starts it over again. So it's like. Now this time at the end we're going to go. So we're going to go 3 and 5, it's a C power chord. And then we move to the B in the bass, the 2nd fret. So that's why I like to use the pinky on this. Helps me reach that lower chord there to the A bass, and that starts the thing over again. It ends up going like 5 times through that whole sequence. So we got. And see that note right there, that A note that goes over into the new measure that starts the new one, so you don't have to hit it again. It's like it's already been done. So it's like. Okay, so like I said, it goes 5 times through that. Now the last time it's going to end differently. It's going to go. So this is one of those G's where you have the 3 up here, you mute the A, and you got open, open, 3, 3. So we got a couple strums on that G. Go to a D there. And we do that little chord thing again. So once again, that last one was. G, D. Okay, then we're into the pre-verse. Now this is gonna have a new riff. So we have the open A, and then we have a 7 and 9 on the D and G. We're gonna bring that out to the 7s and back. So, and then we're gonna come to both 7s on the D and G. To the 5s and back, 7s, 5s, 7s. So this one's like a power chord shape. You pull that one out. This one's like a double, kind of like that. So we got. So this time we had an A before the chords, and then that 3 to 5, 3 and 5, 2 to 4. So we got. Okay, then our verse starts. It's got the same type of feel. We're going to switch to this A power chord here. We got. So it starts with the A, bass note, open, and then we got the open and 2, where we're going to the open and open. So it's. Then we're going to come down to this D chord here, open, 2, 3, starting on the D string. We're just going to take that first finger out and back. So we got. So it starts on the A, goes to the D. We got. Now after this, we're going to hit these 2 middle strings again a couple times, a little D power chord. Jump, jump, dunk, dunk. And then we're going to go to the A twice. So it's chords, and then we're back to the A. So once again, that second measure was. We got 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay, then we're going to move on up to the D chord. So we we got bass, D, and then we got da-da-dum, da-da-dum, and then 2 more chords. And you can kind of go for the open middle strings. C power chord, 3-5-5, starting on the A. And you could just go to a G power chord if you want to. Tab I saw says this one, but it's kind of hard to reach. You could do it though. But it could be just that if you want to make it a little easier. Either way, and then kind of sounds better that way. Has that big AC/DC ring to it. Now we're going to come up to this E chord, E power chord. We got 7, 9, 9. You can use the open up here a little bit too. We got. So we're doing the same type of thing. We're doing the 7, 9, 9. You could use whatever. You could use one finger, but we're going to those 7s down here after we move that up. So do that a couple times. Got bass and then da-da-dum, da-da-dum. And then you have 2 more chords and kind of just some open strings, maybe the 5th and 4th string. As you jump down to your D to A. And you could do those here. You could do it like that as well. Or down there. Okay, and then we're going to have... So the last time of this one's going to go to the G chord. We're back to our intro, but it's like the chorus now. So right, we go through all the other things. We get into the do that a couple times, verse. Okay, then we're gonna get into the solo. So the solo is gonna have a cool little double stops riff. We got. Okay, so we're doing the 7s on the G and B strings. We're gonna pull them both off. This is like a half step bend with both of those up and down. So I pulled off to the 5s and then I went 7s and 5s. Then I went 7 on the D and a hammer on 5-7. So it's 3, 4, 1. So this next part is the 2 bottom string 5s. And then back to the 2nd and 3rd string 7s. Half step bend, back to just the 7s. And then he's got a pick scratch right there, and it's gonna go 5 to 7 on the D. Kind of sounds like he hits an extra one here on the 4 to 5 on the D, so it's. So we have kind of a hammer-on pull-off, 2-4-2 on the D. 2 on the G there, and then kind of 4 to 7 slide on the D. So it's. Then we're gonna go. We're gonna have a 7 bend on the G, 8 underneath it on the 2nd string. Bend it again, and then we're gonna have a series of chords where we have the 7 bent and the A below it. So we have like 4 sets of 2 little in a row ones. So it's like. We come out of it with a kind of a bend down. So we got like a. So we have a 5 on the G, 7 on the D, 7 here on the G, back and back. So. Okay, then we're gonna slide into this 9-8 on the G and B strings. Then 7s, slide into the 9-8 again, and then 11-10, and then we get into the 14-13, and we're gonna have a little thing where we slide up into it sometimes from below, so it's. Okay, so kind of a quick slide in there and kind of covers one measure there. Then we're gonna have so that's 13 and 12 to the 14 on the G and back. Then we're gonna have this unison bend, 10 and 13 on the second string. 2 of those bends, then we're gonna have one more. Then we have a little half step bend on the 12th fret of the second string, up and down to the 10 there. And then we have slide into the 14 with your first finger on the G string, and then hit the chord of 14 and 15. And then we're gonna have a pull off here, 17 to 14. So pull off, 15, 14, 15. Couple more chords there. Then we got so we have a 15 on the second, gonna bend the 17. We have the 17 underneath it. Bend the 17 on the second string again. Little one to second again, and then we have a double, like a chord thing. So 2 of those, and then 15, 18, 15 on the second. 17 on the G and back. Then we have, so we're gonna bend the 19 on the G with the 20 underneath it twice. And then we're gonna go bend the 19, 20 underneath it, bend the 19 again, so. And then there's a little 17 and a 20 at the end of this measure, the last 2 little 16th notes. So we're gonna have it 17, 20, 17 on the second, bend the 19 on the G string, and go down with it, and then. So we had 17 here to the bigger 19, and then 19, 17, 19, 17. Okay, so the whole solo we got. We have 2 bends on this 20 up here in the second string. And then a little 17 before this last couple measures here. We got. So we have a 17 and a pull off. Little bend on the 20 on the second. And then we have a little 17, a full bend on the 20. Pull off 20, 17. 2 bend ups on the 20 there. And then we have 17, pull off on the second, bend the 19. Then we have 17 and 19 on the D, 17 here to 19. Okay, and then the only other things we have to talk about is like the outro, and there's a little bit of this riff that goes. So it's bending the 15 of the second string, and then hitting the 17 on the smallest string there. Down, and then 13 to 15, goes like 4 times. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with the outro solo, but the outro chords are like A, G, A. You can do a little bend on that 3 there if you want. C to D. Eventually it stops there and it hits a C and holds it. Angus rips out a little bit, then go to the D. And the very last thing you do is the A, G, A. Okay, so I'm gonna try to go through that solo one more time. All right, so this is Thunderstruck by AC/DC. We're going to start out with this intro riff here. We got. Okay, that's how we get started. So we have one pickup note. We have this open second string, and then we get into a. So it's like 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and we do two measures of that. So now to get it going as fast as he's really doing it, probably pull-offs is your way to go. And just like pick the 4th fret and pull it off, and then pick the 7 and pull it off and do it that way. What I do is I'll put a finger down here touching the E string, the bottom one, so I won't get any accidental noise out of that. And I've got like my palm up to my thumb is like reaching up to the G string. So I'm just hearing this B string so I don't get any extra noise and stuff. So to be... And you can practice it trying to pick it. It's good practice. Take it nice and slow to start with, you know. And I'll do a downstroke in each one of those down beats or each one of those, you know, beginning of the set. So the first one would be an upstroke. So that was 4 sets. So we end up doing 8 sets of this first one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we go to the 5 and 8. 3, 4. And then we go back. So we'll do them together. Remember, it's 8 sets for each. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and really, like I say, his speed is like. I think he uses his pinky too, so it's like. Okay, so you do all that, and then you get into this longer riff. So it's 12 and then pull off, 10 and pull off, 9, 10, 9, 7. So let's start with those. We got. And then you go 9 to 5. So 12, 10, 9, 10, 9, 7, 9, 5. And then 7, and then you got 4 and 5 the rest of the way. Okay, and if you picked it, you'd have. Okay, and you get up to speed with the pull-offs, you got. So definitely try to mute those strings around that so you don't hear any noises, you know. And getting up to this 12 is real crucial to get your finger right on the right spot at each time when you come up, because you're going. So it's quite fast, so it's a lot of fun to try to practice that thing. Okay, then we're going to get into some different rhythms. Malcolm Young has a rhythm that goes. Okay, so it's just a B power chord, 2 here in the 5th string, 4 and 4. But we're going to go 4 to 4 real quick. So it's the 4th string 4 to the 3rd string 4, right to the bass note. And then we're going to hit the chord part, the 4s there. We got the higher part of the chord there. We're going to kind of go back and forth between the bass note being a thing and the chord being a thing. So it's. See how it's either always the 2 or the chord, not at the same time. So. So it's usually got a bass in between each chord, but there's that one spot that has 2 chords in a row. Chord, chord. Okay, so great rhythm part there, and then we have this. So that was B power chord to A power chord to E power chord. And then we're going to pick up with an A. We're going to do this 3 times. And then the last time, we'll just have that. We won't have that A pickup anymore. And then we're into the chorus. We're going to go B to A. And then we hammer into both of the 2s on the 5th and 4th strings. Like an E power chord section there. A to E. So we got. Okay, so we did that 4 times, and we're going to hit this B and hold it, and as we're holding that, we got the... That's going on behind it. We're going to do that a couple times, with the holding of that chord. Then we have an added little rhythm. So that's just 4 and 2 on the D string, and then upbeat, hit the B chord, hold it out. And after 2 of those, we're into the solo section. So we're going to do the rhythm here of the solo section. So it's going to go. So it's E to B, 2 and 4 down there. Then we have big open 2, open on the A. So it's E to B. And those 3 notes there. And then A to E. Okay, so we did 4 of those, and then we have a B to A thing. Upbeat with staccato, 4 of these. And then we're back to that main riff. Okay, so that plays a little bit in there, and then we're back into the chorus. Okay, so that goes 4 times there, and then we're into... So that's B, 2, 4 to E chord. And we do that 4 times, so 2, 3, and... Back to the chorus. Right, we do 4 of those, and then we have the holding of the B. And then we'll hit that chord again as we do this riff again. He starts slowing down. And then it hits one last chord. All right, this is going to be Back in Black by AC/DC. So we start out with some muted scratches on the strings. So it's 6 of those scratches, then you wait 2 beats, and then we come in with the first power chord, E power chord, open 2, 2. And then D, down, up, down on the D, and then A. Same thing on the A. So we have 3 open on the little E, 3 open on the B. And then we go up and down with a bend on the 2 on the G, and we pull it off to the open. So we got. And then we have 2, 4, so that's 2 on the 5th string to 4 on the E string up here. 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, and you're gonna slide that 7 down. So 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7. Back to the chords. So So after 2 times through all of that, you got your verse beginning. So here we go with the verse. We're going to do 2 more times through that. 3, 4. Okay, then our next part is going to be, we're going to wait for 1 quick second. So we waited for a quick second, like, so we kind of waited for after the 1. So 1. So that was an A power chord to an E power chord, and then a B power chord, 2, 4, 4. And we just bring that A string bass note out of that 2 to the open. So we have open 4, 4 and back into that chord. So we got. So we do that twice. Then we go G chord, G to D, A power chord to that big 3 up here with a slight bend. So that happens twice too. So we had G, D, A power chord, that G note back to the A power chord, and again. And then we pause again. First riff, twice. And now we're gonna go G, we're gonna go like. So the G is like jing, da-da-da-dum, da-dum, bum, bum, and then D 3 times. Back to the original riff. Okay, so it does that a bunch of times with some singing. Then we go back to that chorus and 1. G. Rest. And then for our solo, we're going to have. So we had a big open, then we had a 7 on the A string, and then 5, 5, and then 4, 4. And then we're gonna have a 7 to 5, so 7 on the 5th string, 5, we're gonna have these next notes on the D string. So 7, 5, 7, and then 8, 7 to 5, double pull off, and then 7, 7. And then, and here you have kind of a chick to the 5 and a chick to the 4. So then we're gonna have some chords here, 7s on the D and the G string. And then we have a single note 9 on the G string. So we got 3 chords. We're gonna slide that 7 into 9 on the G string. So that solo, we got. So we got 9, 8, 9, 9, 8 on the second. And then we're gonna have. So we got 9, 8, and then 11, 10. Double pull off to that 8, 2. 10, 8, 9, 9. So we got. And then 8, 9, 8. Bending that 10 on the second string down to the 10 below. So we had a bomb, be bomb, and then little one, release it. And then we're gonna go. So this one's tricky. You got a 7 and an 8, 9, 9, and then switch to this first finger on the 8. Then we have 12, 12. We're going to bend this 15. We're going to have a, so da da da, bend, 12, 12. And we have a bend on the 14. We got 15 and 15 going down. So once again, we're going to have. So da 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 do dee 12 bend, and then we got da dee do boing. So we got a 14, 14, 12 chord here, back, and 14s and down. Da do dee do da dee do. So we got, and then we got, and that's the end of the solo. So we're going to bend that 15, and then little 12, pull off on that second string, 14 to 12, 12 on the G, 14 on the D. So that's a great Angus riff right there. So we got a little thing we get into. We got a 9 on the G. We're going to mute the B. We're going to hit that little E string too with it. So we got. So we're going back and forth. 9, 7, and 9. And then 7 and 6. And then when we finish that riff, we got. We're going to go bend the 14 on the G string and then the 2 12s. And then bend that 15 on the B string. And then we come back to this. And then we're going to go. So that's a little chord here. We got that 14 on the G and 15 on the B. So let's look at that solo one more time. We got. So that solo is going to end with a into the chords. G. G. D. And then we got this new riff. So we're going to do that 4 times. We got open E, and then we got 5, 4, 2, 4, and then big 3. So we were on the 5th string there. 5, 4, 2, 4 to the big 3, and then 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, similar to that earlier thing. So. Okay, so we're going to do that 4 times. Then we're going to jump down to the 4 chord, the string just below that, the A. Same riff. Do that twice. Back to the big one. Twice. And then we got this. And then we get into a. So it's similar to the other thing, but we just kind of have single notes. And then we got 8 and 7 down here. So that 9, and then we got. And then we just have some more pentatonic. You know, whatever, just kind of stuff like that. But then we're going to have. So that's 20 on the second string to the 17, and you might go to that 19 on the G at like the second time. And then up to the 22. All right, this is going to be Can I Sit Next to You Girl by AC/DC. This has some killer riffs in it. This is all the way back from the High Voltage album. So we're going to start out with. Okay, so it gets going like that. So our first time we got an A power chord, 022. So what's happening here is we have a chord, and then we have one single note, and they're kind of palm muted, and it's kind of like they're going, kind of like a note leading into a big harsh note. So you kind of palm mute the one and then hit the next one harder each time. And it's like 4 bars of that, so it's like. Into the B power chord. Now in this one we hit the chord once, and we start going like these 2 4s to the 2 as 2 different things. Like, and this is like in swing feel, so everything feels like a triplet. 1 and a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, da dun da dun. Okay, so B again, B. So that was 4 bars of that, and we have C. Okay, so same exact stuff. Then we got D. D's gonna go half as long. And then we're into the E. Okay, so we have like 4 bars, 4 hits for each measure. We're going like open, 7, 9, 9. You could even probably hit the 9 down here and make it a major chord. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then we get into this cool riff here. Okay, so 4 times that, so that's 10 to 11 hammer on in the G, and then the 2 10s down here in the bottom 2 strings. Let's try that. So it comes in a little bit before the measure, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the next riff is going to have these 2 13s over here, and it's going to pull off to the 10s. It's going to do that twice, so we got the pull off and then 2 more 10s. And then we're back to the other riff. Just twice that time, and then just hold the 10s down here and go 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a... Okay, so down, up, down, up is like 1 set, and it's like 4 sets of that. Now your next thing is going to be the 13s again. So we're going to have the pull off, and then 2 more, and then 3 more. So these are the triplets again. We got 1 and a 2 and a. So we're going to do that twice. So now the next time we're going to go dee-da-da, 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 dee-da-da. So 13 and 10s, 2 sets of 10s makes a triplet, 4 triplets. Okay, then we're into the verse. So this whole riff thing was 4 times, and then twice, and then We got 2 of those that time, and then triplets on the 10s. Okay, then we're into the verse. The verse is going to be like a honky-tonk thing off D here. We're going to have. Okay, so dum, da, dum. Kind of just hit the bass note again. You can slide into that a lot of the time, so. And then we have. So we got 3 3 3 3 0 2 3 3 3 3 2 0 3 3 3 3. So it goes twice through, so it's like. Okay, and then you're back in the D. Now we're gonna have a longer riff. So we get up into the D string, 0 2 3. So we got. 0 2 3 on the A, 0 2 3 on the D. So here we go, 3 2 1 1 1 1 on the A string, and that's going to end with a 3 back to the open D, the 4th string, and we're going to jump to the 6th fret here. So it's going to go. So jump into that open D gives you time to get up in that new area. So we got. Now this one's going to go up 1 fret to the 8th fret. Take it back down. So we got like 3 measures of that one there. So, and again, this is like a chord, a 2-note chord, power chord, and then another bass note. And then the other one with the pinky in there, the chord. Cool riff here. D string, we got 5 3, and then A string 5 3 1, and then big E string 3 1 3. So it's. And then slide from the G to A power chords. And then we wait for a long time as he sings, and then we're going to come in with. So there's a pickup note on the A, and then you go to the B power chord, and we go 1 2 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Okay, so it comes in like 1 2 3 4. And we're gonna have the E chord over here. We're gonna have 3 measures of 4 strums each. Second one, third one, then triplets. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a, and then we're back to a verse. 3 bars of that riff. Next to you, girl, right? So it's all that stuff. And then we're back into the pickup to the B. E. So then we have a solo section here. We have. So we have 13 bend on the 2nd string, 1 to get started, and then 2. And then we're going to do an up and down with a pull off to the 10. That's a 13 with another bend, so we got. Kind of has the bend down and another 10, 13 and bend. Then we're going to have. So we got 3 on the 13 there. Pull off to 10. Do that twice, and we get kind of slide into the 11 on the G string, and 10 kind of slide it down. Then we have a bend on the 15, down to the 15, and bend again. And then we're going to get into a longer riff with that stuff here. So I'm starting out on the 5th on the D. 7, 9, 10. 7, 9, 10 on the G. Then we have 10, 9, 8 on the D. 10, 7 on the G, 8. So all together we got. 7, 8, 8, 8, 8. 10 and 11 on the A. And then we're going to go down to D string, 9, 10, 11. And then the 7, 8, 9 on the A. 9, 8, 9 at the end. Then kind of try to get a pinch harmonic. You got double 10s. They're kind of staggered though. 4 sets of that. So once again, we got. Up to the 12 there. Okay, so I'm going to try that at speed. Here we go. Probably still a little bit slower than them, but they're pretty burning on this track. It's pretty cool. Okay, later we're going to get into a thing here. We have this 2 from the B power chord. We're going to get into a triplets thing. So we got to go down, up, down, up, down, up, and we do 16 of those. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, then we get into the C chord. So that's really good practice to try to keep that going. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Just to keep that going without losing hold of your pick and letting it slide around and stuff. Really good practice. So then the C chord is going to have 4 beats. Then it's going to start getting into 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. I'm going to do 3 bars of that. So. Then we're going to have D. We're going to have all triplets. Okay, 4 sets of that. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Or you could say 2 bars that way. And then we're going to have E. So whichever E you want, you got 6 strums of E and then D to A. Let's try that. 2, 3, and. You do that 6 times, and then you're to the end of the song, and he's got like a little lead here. It's like a. And then you have a fast lick on the outro. We got. So we got a 12, 15, 12 to the 15, and these are like 16th notes. So it's like 3 E and a 4 E and a. So that one's little 12, pull off, 14. So here we got a quicker one, kind of a triplet. So we got 12, 12 in the second, and then 14, 14, D to G, and back. So we got. Got a hammer on to the 14 on the D. We got a 12, pull off to 14, lower 14 and back, 12 on the D, 14, 12, and then 10. So. All right, this lesson is going to be 2 AC/DC tunes from back the first couple albums. We're going to have Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap, and Little Lover. We're going to have basically the rhythms on these. couple of cool little tricks as well to go with them. So the intro of Dirty Deeds is going to go. Okay, so that's E power chord. To me, it's an upstroke. It's kind of on an upbeat. That's going to be the G chord where you play the big 3 and then you mute the A and you have the open on the D and G. So we have E, G, E, and then A to E, and then D to E. And on that D, you can kind of hit the A string with it. It sounds like a big extra power chord there. So let's try that again. We got E and then G to E, and then A to E, and then D to E. We're going to do that 4 times. 2, 3, and. Next thing to get the verse going is we have the D power chord here, A string, 5, 7, 7, going up into the E. So we're gonna have, so 2 5s, slide it, 1 more 7. We hold that a long time, so it's like 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. See how it comes in after the 3? So you do 3 sets of that long hold there, and then we start getting into 3 sets of quick ones with no holds. It's like. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so those ones have just the very tiniest of hold. I shouldn't say no hold. So it'd be 1, and they come in after the 3, those hits from the D to the E. So it's 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Fourth one goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then A chord. Then we're going A, G, E. E. Then we go E, D, E. Back to A, G, A. Hold that E power chord. Then we're going to have a back into a verse with the long holds there. Then you got the shorter holds. Now we're going to get into the solo rhythm. We're going to have. So it's B power chord and A power chord. We got B, and then up, B. Up, B. 3 times of this. And then we have 4 upbeats on the D chord, 5th fret there. So the whole thing will be like. Back to the intro. Now when that happens, Angus gets into a pull-off thing. Okay, so we have 7-4 open. We're gonna go do 2 sets of that. And we're gonna do 4 times that much of it. So it's we got 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. So count each set of 2 of these as 1, and we want 4 of those. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're gonna go up to the 8-5-0. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna go up to the 9 and 6. 10-7. Then we're gonna start doing them just twice each. You might even bring in this stronger finger when it's easier to reach. And then 16. Then we're gonna go back to doing 4 times on the 17. Then we're gonna bend that 17. Okay, so we had 7 and 4. Okay, and then we're back into a verse. Do all that same stuff. We got our chorus. Now our outro is going to go. A couple times of that. So we got E, G, E, A, E, E, D, E. All right, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap by AC/DC. Now we're going to get into Little Lover off the first album, The High Voltage. So we got... Okay, so the intro rhythm's a little different than the one that comes next for the verse. We're going to have G note up here with those opens again, the D and G strings. We got bass, bass, chord, chord. And then bass chord again. Okay, so we got like a... We're going to go open twice. We have 7 and 8 on the G and B. You could also do this in the bottom 2 threes. Okay, so bottom 2 threes or the 7 and 8 over here. Okay, so it's chord, chord, bass, slide back and up here, and then again down. So bass and 2 more chords. Then we get into the regular verse rhythm. It's a little different. Now we'll have an A power chord. This is the pre-chorus. Hold that for 2 bars. Then we're going to start doing triplets on the C power chord. 3, 5, 5. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then we're into the chorus riff. We got... Okay, so that's 2-0 on the D, 2 on the A string, 3-0 on the big E string, another open. We got these bottom 2 threes. So we got 2 open on the D, then 2 on the A, and then 3 open and 1 more open on the E, followed by those bottom threes there. So we got... Okay, so after we did that riff 3 times, we get into a 2-0-3, 2-0-3, 2-0-3. And you can always do a little bit of a bluesy bend on that 3 up there if you want. So we got 2-0 on the D to the 3. We do 4 sets of that. So it's... Okay, and then we're back into the whole thing. Back into the verse there. We'll play together on the chorus next time through. Let's go ahead and hit another verse. 3, 4. Let's play together on that chorus riff. 2, 3, 4. Then the next riff. Okay, then the solo starts. We got up to the A fifth, seventh, okay, so we had the G for a while. A. B. C. Triplets. D. D sharp. Back to that chorus riff. Okay, so that's all some cool stuff. And then we got the verse again. We got a pre-chorus, chorus again. You get into the groove. That's basically all the parts. All right, now we have a little riff here when this beginning of the boom, 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 the solo starts. He's going to have another little trill thing. So it's 3 and 6 on the B string. This is a lot of practice just to try to keep that going. So he kind of slides it up as he's going and does the 4 and 7 and then the 8 and 5. So it's like we got the G chord. And then the A chord. And then he does some solo stuff and then he gets in the B chord. Right, we get into the C chord. You could do it over here too if you want, this lower one. And then C chord gets into the triplets. 4 times. And that's your D to D sharp again, and then get your. And you can kind of hammer into that sometimes. All right, Little Lover by AC/DC, along with Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap. We got tabs for each of these.